Lily stood in the front yard, her eyes wide with wonder as she surveyed her new home. Her brother Mark held tightly to his favorite toy, while Sarah, their mother, busied herself with unpacking. Her father, John, was already lost in thought, examining the architecture of the old house. Lily wandered through the hallways, her footsteps echoing softly. She paused by a large framed portrait of a family she didn't recognize, their eyes seemingly following her every move.
"Who were you?"
she whispered, feeling a strange connection to the faces in the painting. Lily sat up in bed, her heart pounding. The whispers seemed to come from the walls themselves, urging her to listen.
"Did you hear that?"
she asked her brother, but he only shrugged and turned over in his sleep. Lily climbed the narrow staircase, each step creaking under her weight. At the top, she hesitated before pushing open the attic door. Inside, dust motes danced in the weak light, and old trunks and furniture lay forgotten under sheets. Lily approached the mirror, her reflection distorted. As she wiped away the dust, shadows flickered across the glass and faces appeared. Ghostly figures trapped in a silent plea.
"Help us."
The whispers echoed, more urgent now. Lily recounted her experience, her voice trembling with emotion. John and Sarah exchanged a glance, skepticism giving way to concern.
"Perhaps there's more to this house than we thought,"
he admitted. Sarah pored over old newspaper clippings and letters, piecing together the tragic story.
"We have to help them,"
she insisted, her voice filled with resolve. Lily held the locket they had found, its tiny portrait a link to the past. As they voiced their intent to help, the air grew warmer and the whispers softened into sighs of relief. A final message of gratitude echoed around them, and the atmosphere lightened. Lily stood by the window, watching the sun rise over Eldermere. She felt changed, her heart full of empathy for the spirits they had freed.
"We did it,"
she whispered, feeling the warmth of her family's presence beside her.
Sarah stood at the threshold of her new home, the allure of its faded grandeur whispering promises of peace she desperately sought. The wooden floors creaked beneath her feet as she stepped inside, the echoes of her footsteps swallowed by the oppressive silence. She longed for solitude but sensed an eerie presence lurking within the shadows. A harsh wind rattled the window panes, and the candlelight flickered, casting elongated shadows on the walls. Suddenly, a loud crash echoed from the attic above. Sarah's heart raced as she grabbed a flashlight, resolving to uncover the source of the disturbance. The stairs protested with each step, leading her into the heart of the haunting. The attic was a time capsule of memories, cloaked in a thick layer of dust. As Sarah ventured deeper, a faint scratching sound prickled her senses. She swung the flashlight around, slicing through the darkness, and gasped. A pair of glowing red eyes pierced the shadows, followed by a grotesque figure emerging from the gloom. The creature lunged, its skeletal form a blur of pale, leathery skin and sunken eyes. Sarah screamed, her voice a desperate plea in the silent house. She stumbled backward, her pulse a frantic drumbeat in her ears. The creature's bony fingers reached for her, encircling her wrist with an icy grip. Fear and adrenaline coursed through Sarah as she struggled against the creature's hold. Her gaze fell upon a dusty diary, its pages yellowed with age. With a sudden twist, she broke free and snatched the diary, hoping its contents would reveal the key to her survival. Sarah to the entity's tragic tale. As she read, the room seemed to pulse with the spirit of its former occupants. Sarah discovered the tragic history that cursed the house and its inhabitants. Each revelation pulled her deeper into the web of haunting secrets, forcing her to confront the darkness that sought to claim her soul. Armed with the diary's revelations, Sarah faced the creature once more. Her voice rose above the howling wind, invoking the names written in the diary. The creature faltered, its form flickering like a dying flame. Determined, Sarah called out to the souls trapped within the house, urging them to find peace. The oppressive presence lifted, the creature's form dissolving into the ether. Sarah stood alone in the attic, the weight of the house's history still heavy in the air. She closed the diary, knowing she had given voice to the forgotten and found the solitude she once craved within herself.